An introduction of reality theory of Sam. A holistic framework beyond the Big Bang. The quest to understand reality in both its material and non-material forms has driven human inquiry across centuries of science, philosophy, and spirituality. The prevailing materialistic paradigm has offered significant insights into the physical universe, from the Big Bang to quantum mechanics. Yet, this view often neglects non-material dimensions, such as consciousness and metaphysical phenomena. This paper presents a unified theory that goes beyond the conventional materialistic framework, integrating both material and non-material realities and introducing two key forces: the absolute reality factor and the absolute reality of cause, super unconditional power. This theory contends that the Big Bang and the material universe are only part of a more profound, interconnected reality, the sub-absolute reality. We propose that reality, as we experience it, is a composite of material, non-material, and absolute forces, and that any imbalance in this holistic system leads to chaos, which is then resolved through the balancing factor. Key principle #1, Subabsolute 0/Subabsolute reality and subsets. The cornerstone of this theory is the concept of subabsolute reality. Subabsolute reality represents a derived state formed by the interplay of four fundamental factors. 1. Superset of material reality. This includes all the physical phenomena and processes we observe in the universe, from galaxies to subatomic particles. 2. Superset of non-material reality. This domain includes consciousness, beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and intentions. While intangible, these elements have a profound impact on material reality. 3. Absolute reality factor. This is the force that initiates, balances, and transforms both superset of material reality and superset of non-material reality as well as sub-absolute reality itself. It acts as a bridge, allowing thoughts to influence matter and antimatter and power over sub-absolute reality. For absolute reality of cause, super unconditional power, this is the ultimate force, transcending time, space, and causality. It is the source of all potentiality and powers, both material and non-material realms. Its influence is distributed through the absolute reality factor, affecting all layers of existence. Together, these four elements produce the subabsolute reality, the totality of existence we experience in both the physical and metaphysical domains. Key principle #2, Subabsolute 0/Subabsolute reality as the universal set. The sub-absolute 0/sub-absolute reality concept further refines this understanding by suggesting that sub-absolute reality is the universal set of all its possible subsets. This universal set contains both the material and non-material realms, as well as their interactions with the absolute reality factor and the absolute reality of cause. In other words, every subset of sub-absolute reality equals the universal set of sub-absolute reality itself. Reality is present in both the universal set and its subsets, indicating that the structure of reality is self-similar and pervasive. The mini, micro, and the macro scales are essentially mirrors of each other, each a reflection of the other. The micro, in this view, represents the material, which is the full physical expression, breakdown of wholeness and separation, while the macro represents the non-material, accumulation of wholeness and oneness, which is the full potential. Separation and accumulation are two fundamental processes within the subabsolute reality. Descending, separation. As reality is subdivided into smaller components, from macro to micro, it generates distinct names, categories, and forms. Ascending, accumulation. As smaller components are aggregated, from micro to macro, we return to vastness and unity. Key principle #3, the role of the balancing factor. The universal set of subabsolute reality is a balanced combination of ascending and descending, separation and accumulation. Any imbalance between the material and non-material realities within the subsets of subabsolute reality is addressed by the balancing factor, a force that transforms chaos into clarity. The balancing factor is an essential corrective mechanism within the subabsolute reality. It acts when imbalances arise between the material and non-material aspects of existence. In this framework, balancing factor is a dynamic process that restores balance by converting chaotic, negative forces into clarity and equilibrium. When there is a disconnection or imbalance between the material and non-material, the balancing factor intervenes to shift negative perceptions, intentions, or beliefs into positive, harmonious states. It does so by activating the process of initiation at the subset level of the sub-absolute reality, allowing the individual or system to reset and realign with the universal forces. In this sense, the balancing factor is a transformative force that helps restore balance and order in the sub-absolute reality. It shifts bad vibes into good ones by reconfiguring the interaction between the material and non-material realms, ensuring the continuation of reality's harmonious progression. Key principle number 4, human beings as subsets of sub-absolute reality. Humans, like all entities, are subsets of the sub-absolute reality, and thus they are integrally connected to the universal set. A key insight here is that human beings cannot encompass complete knowledge or understanding without integrating all four factors: the material, non-material, absolute reality factor, and absolute reality of cause. For instance, even if humans achieve 100% understanding of material and non-material reality, without the influence of the absolute reality factor and the absolute reality of cause, their understanding remains incomplete and leads to existential gaps. This is where the balancing factor intervenes, restoring balance and guiding individuals toward a fuller integration of reality. Without the broader, holistic perspective that includes the absolute reality, human understanding remains partial, and their experience of reality becomes fragmented. These gaps manifest in the form of spiritual confusion, physical imbalances, diseases, and psychological suffering and agony, further highlighting the need for a deeper, more complete understanding of reality. Conclusion. This basis and raw interpretation of reality theory of Sam offers a comprehensive framework for understanding existence, integrating material and non-material dimensions, and introducing the transformative powers of the absolute reality factor and the absolute reality of cause. The sub-absolute reality is the dynamic, derived reality that results from the interaction of these four forces, which together shape both the physical and metaphysical aspects of existence. The sub-absolute zero/sub-absolute reality serves as the universal set, encompassing all possible subsets of reality. This structure is balanced by the interplay of ascending and descending processes, and the balancing factor acts as a corrective force to resolve imbalances between material and non-material dimensions. Humans, as subsets of this reality, must strive to integrate these four factors in order to achieve a full, balanced understanding of existence. Failure to do so leads to fragmentation and suffering, which the balancing factor works to resolve. By embracing this holistic framework, individuals can transcend materialism and reductionism, moving toward a deeper, more unified understanding of reality, one that encompasses both the physical and metaphysical, the micro and the macro, and the temporal and the eternal. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And always remember to take good care of yourself.